Years ago, there was a fella called Sean Roach.
Sally, can you get my back?
Yeah, I will. Your back is all hot. There was a fella called Sean Roach, and he was a bit of a bully, and he picked on everyone in school, and more particularly, he used to always drop their food, and you couldn't bring anything to school without taking it on you. So we used to always, when lunchtime would come, we'd always try to hide from him. We'd always find you, take your food on you. But one Thursday, I was at home, and I was going to school Friday, and I was dreading going to school because Mammy had packed these lovely little chocolate raisins for me, and I knew that your man would take them straight away. So when I was putting them in, looking at them in my lunchbox, I didn't notice that Anne or Ellen had a rabbit, and the rabbit was shiting all over the place. It was one of them shitey rabbits, and sure, didn't I say, just it actually looked like little chocolate raisins. So I opened up the pack of raisins and took the raisins out and put the chocolate in, and put them in a different bag, and then got the little rabbit shite and put them into it, and closed up the bag and put them back in my lunchbox. And right, we'll have a bit of crack tomorrow. So yeah, I will scratch it. So all school anyway went the next day. Lunchtime came and I sat out the front and I sat in the place where your man to see me, right? Yeah, I will. So lo and behold, who came around the corner? Only Shawnee. He came over anyway, I was lying sitting on the floor and on the ground, and he came over and kicks me for, "How are you, Mick?" And I said, "How are you, Shawnee?" I said, "Oh, having a bit of lunch." I said, "That's right, I am." He says, "Oh." Yeah. And he says, "Oh, chocolate raisins, my favourite." And I said, "No, my favourite." And he said, "No, they're mine," he says. And I said, "Oh," I said, "Fuck you." So he said, "Oh," he took them off, he said, "I'd take them off, thank you." And I said, "No, Sean." He said, "No," and no. And he opened his mouth and he held them up high and he dropped them all in one by one. And as he brought them all in his mouth, he said he was going to bite them all with his big teeth. And as he started to bite him, didn't the spit from his mouth all mix up the rabbit shit and went all over him. And his mouth all just went, and everyone looked at him and, "Oh, you want it?" And I said, "Oh, they're rabbit shit, Shawnee. Rabbit shit." And everyone said, "Yeah, rabbit shit, Shawnee, rabbit shit, Shawnee." And I was drinking a can of Coke and he said, "Give me a drink, will you?" And I just poured the last drop out, turned it upside down and said, "Sorry, it's all gone." And no one would give me a drink. I had run into the bathroom and the toilets now, the taps were all broken, so none of the taps were working. And he went into one of the cubicles and I was scratching your back. One of the toilets, it was even had been weed in it, hadn't been flushed properly. "Stop it, okay." And he had to have a drink of that, and it made him even sicker. So didn't he go home anyway? And he went home that evening, and his mother and father said, "What's wrong with you, Shawnee?" I was always told what happened anyway, and the brother said, "You should go to hospital." So the brother went to Wexford Hospital. And there was that doctor that we went to see, Eppie, not the real nice fella, the real useless fucker. And he was there, and he said, "Oh, he's going to die." And so, "Can we not fix him?" And said, "Well, give him some medicine, maybe help him." So they gave him some medicine when he came home. So he was out of school for a couple of days, and he came in anyway. And it was out break time, in that morning, break time came, and he called everyone, lads, because everyone was calling him Rabbit Shit Shawnee. He said, lads, can I have your attention, please?" And he said, "Yeah, everyone came around, because I've been bold to you. I came in here for years and took your sweets and made your life a misery." And everyone said, "Yeah, you did do that. And I realised I shouldn't have done that, taking your food, because that wasn't fair." And then, just why do you want scratched, Eppie? Your arm? Your belly, okay. Does it feel nice, is it? It feels nice, okay. So everyone said, "Yeah. And I promise from this day on, if you stop calling me Rabbit Shit Shawnee, I will never, ever take a thing." So we said, "Right so." And he says, "Well, I promise." And I said, "And you're going to say sorry and you're going to bring in sweets for everyone?" I said, "I will, I'll give everyone my sweets." And really the problem was, I don't think he was getting sweets at home, because he had a bully of a brother. And the bully brother used to take his sweets. And then when he didn't have sweets, he used to bully us and take our sweets. So it went back a long way. Sometimes there's always a reason behind a reason. So that was that with him, and he said he would never do it anymore. We said, "No, we won't ever call Rabbit Shit Shawnee again." And after that, he was really good. He was actually good for the rest of his time in school. He never picked on anyone. But sometimes I'd see him now and again when I'd be in town. Sometimes being Little or Aldi, you'd see him, And I just always do a little trick. If it's saw him, I'd always go like this, look. Rabbit shit, Johnny. And he'd look around and he'd go, where's that from? And once I was in Tesco in Wexford, and the girl on the intercom,
Yeah.
they know the way to go, please, Kyle, check out number 2. I went up to the girl and I told the girl, can you tell the rabbit shit Shawnee to come up to the checkout? So she goes, can a rabbit shit Shawnee come up? And he was, I was watching him and he's going, yes, rabbit shit Shawnee, can you please come to the checkout? And he called up to the checkout and I hadn't seen him for years. He goes, Mick, I said, I thought you wouldn't call me the name anymore. I've got him messed and said, Shawnee, how are you getting on? And that's all, was grand. And that was it, that's a true story. The end. That good?
The rabbit is very bad.
Well, we decided not to kill him in that story. Remember we killed him in the last one, his funeral. What one do you prefer?
I'm sorry, rabbit is very the eyes.
Yeah, he's still alive.
Can we see him?
Yeah, well, did I see him?
Yeah.
Why can we shout and may see him? Will we go see him?
And he likes to remember you.
He would remember me from school, yeah?
Yeah, he likes you. And you like to rabbit is very
And see what he'd say, will we? See when he go mad. I think he's probably okay now.